That room that we can't access is here. That's the bathroom. And on top of it is this sort of reservoir. We'd spoken to somebody, a plumber that lives locally, who said that he'd worked in this house a long time ago, and he remembers the water source being a water collection tank. And we didn't really know where it could be, but we kind of thought that it could possibly have been up here, but we never had access to it. But lo and behold, we get up there and there is a swimming pool on top of the roof of the bathroom. Not really sure what we're going to do with that, to be honest. I don't think there's much we can do. We certainly don't want to have that volume of water on top of your building, because it's going to lead to all sorts of problems. It's already leading to all sorts of problems, but it's, you know, it's properly deep. Like, you can see it there. It's a pond on top of my roof. So that's another one that we need to figure out. First step is to remove all of the vegetation, I suppose. But once we get the vegetation gone, we can come up with some sort of plan for how we're going to waterproof this and channel the water off the roof. There's a fucking thing here. Like a ball cock. What the fuck? That's mental. Can you get that?
Oh yeah. Careful you don't fall with that.
This again was a really dirty job that turned out to be a lot harder and more time consuming than we'd originally anticipated. This, in fact, was a reservoir. This was like a water storage tank, and it was obviously gathering the rainwater from the roof and everything else, and this was feeding the water into the house at some point. It obviously hadn't been used in, I don't know, years, a long time, decades, because there was a layer of roots and dirt about that thick in here, and a big sally tree growing in the corner there, so we managed to get all of it out. It's all over there now. You can watch back on the video to see just how thick that layer of roots and dirt was. This water that we're left with is disgusting. I had a little swim to test it, and I don't think we're going to keep the rooftop swimming pool feature. So we have to figure out how to get this out of here now. We'll probably have to drill through that concrete in order to have the water evacuate out of here, because I can't imagine this is going to be a sustainable water storage solution for us moving forward. So yeah, that's it. That was our adventure in the rooftop swimming pool / water storage tank. As ever, we're totally at the mercy of the elements here in Villa Nuova. We'd originally wanted today to make a video about the processing of the wood. I'd said in a previous video that we'd had to cut down a number of trees in the land because of ash dieback, and we need something to do with them now, so we were going to chop them all up and have a nice before and after video of all that. But then it started pouring rain, and it's actually really windy as well. I don't know if you can make it out there, but it is not a day for working outside. So we've adjusted. We are instead going to treat another, probably more pressing issue actually, to do with woodworm. We have quite a bit of woodworm. Some of it more of a problem than others, or some areas it's more problematic than others. But one area that we really want to address is underneath the stairs here. So you can't actually see where the woodworm is, but these stairs are over the basement down there, and there's quite a bit of woodworm underneath them. So we want to treat that so that the problem doesn't develop any further. And we're going to do that by just using sort of commercial, over-the-counter, readily available woodworm treatment. This isn't an ad. I haven't used it yet, so maybe it's crap. I'll do a review at the end of it. But yeah, you just, as far as I'm aware, I've used stuff like this in the past. You just paint it on liberally, and that deals with the problem. So that's what we're doing today. We have our buckets there, big thick brushes, so we can apply it liberally, and yeah, we'll let you know how it goes. So we just finished doing a video there about the application of rust inhibitor to the steel beam here. That's holding up the second floor that was put in around the beginning of the 20th century. And we got some questions about the tools that we were using to do it. So here's just a quick look at what we were using. These are just like wire scouring brushes, ranging in I don't know, firmness. This one being the least, and it obviously showing the signs of tear because it started to come apart. So if you were to do this, I would use something harder, like one of these two. And then the product that we were using is this stuff. It's called Overgrown oil. This was recommended to me by my good friend Desi Deca Sparks. This basically is a rust inhibitor. It stops the progression of rust, but apparently it also turns the rust back into steel somehow, and re-strengthens it. So we'll see how it goes. That it does seem to have done a really good job though. So we'll let you know once this is all done. But yeah, these are the products that we used, and of course I was using rubber gloves for most of it, at least because I didn't want to get this on my skin, and a mask and glasses for the most part.